Hello everyone. Here I am going to start the topic Introduction and Fundamentals of Pharmacognosy. So whenever I am talking about the the beginning part, the introduction part or the fundamentals of the subject of pharmacognosy, I cannot escape our nature. Because as you know, nature always stands as a golden mark to exemplify the outstanding phenomenon of symbiosis. And as we all know, our nature is consisting of biotic and abiotic components or elements which are interdependent as per the ecosystem rules and balance. The plants are indispensable to man for their life. The three important necessities of life, food, clothing, and shelter, and a host of other useful products are supplied to him by the plant kingdom. Nature has provided a complete storehouse of different kinds of remedies to cure all elements of mankind. Therefore, I'd say the knowledge of drugs has accumulated over thousands of years as a result of man's inquisitive nature, so that today we possess many effective means of ensuring healthcare. As far as pharmacognosy is concerned, it deals with something related to nature, because if you consider individual words, pharmacognosy and nature, they will go parallelly always, as we know. So here is the importance of nature in the subject of pharmacognosy. Without natural products, pharmacognosy subject or the field of pharmacognosy, I would say, is of no value, because this subject is consisting of natural products itself, which are having their correlations in terms of biodiversity, ecological balance, as well as their effectiveness as drug molecules for curing a number of ailments and serve to the mankind for longer time period. If we consider the background of the subject, we'll know about the various methods that has been introduced in the subject of pharmacognosy and practices that has been adopted years before, even before Christ era or in Christ era. These are basically old age methods and practices which are having very effective value even nowadays. Lots of developing and first world countries, even though in 21st century they are also moving towards usage of different natural products to cure various kinds of diseases. They are not only following their traditional methods, but also they are following the path of actual remedy. Pharmacognosy, the subject itself, is one of the major concern of bioscience. The term pharmacognosy, it is derived from two different Greek words. One is pharmakon, which means a drug, and gignosko means to acquire the knowledge of. So if you completely combine these two words together, the meaning comes as a drug which helps to acquire knowledge of diseases, and they are very much sufficient enough to cure the disease as well. The present slide says about some fundamentals of the subject of pharmacognosy. Pharmacognosy may be defined as a branch of bioscience which treats in detail medicinal and related products of crude or primary type obtained from various natural resources like plant sources, animal sources, mineral sources, and marine sources. At the same point of time, it provides the complete knowledge of history, distribution, cultivation, collection, and structural characters, means which simply refers to the structural elucidation of the newer biomolecules and the uses of crude drugs. This particular branch of pharmacognosy includes the study of various kinds of suspending agents, of course, obtained from the natural sources, disintegrating agents, flavoring agents, filtering aids, antibiotics, allergens, hallucinogenic and poisonous plants, immunizing agents, pesticides, raw materials for production, and oral contraceptives. If I consider pharmacognosy, I would say pharmacognosy as an applied science has played a crucial role in the development of different disciplines of science. The person who is an expert of pharmacognosy known as pharmacognosist. So a pharmacognosist should possess a sound knowledge of the terms used to describe the vegetable and animal drugs, means drugs obtained from plant sources, drugs obtained from mineral sources, and animal sources. Plant taxonomy, plant breeding, plant pathology, plant genetics, botany, zoology, and other related branches. Pharmacognosy, as I said earlier, it is concerned with the subject of botany, zoology, plant taxonomy, plant biotechnology, phytochemistry, etc. So if I consider the term botany, it refers to the relation of plant products and their relationship as a subject with plant drugs and botanical aspects. If I consider the term zoology, it means it refers to the details of animal drugs, the sources of animal drugs. Plant taxonomy, it is very much essential for plant authentication and proper identification. Plant biotechnology, today is the era of plant biotechnology. Plant biotechnology is something which provides us food, which provides us medicines, which provides us nutraceuticals. So it's having enormous market as far as the global market of the plant biotechnological product is concerned. If I talk about phytochemistry, it refers to plant chemistry which has undergone significant development in recent years as a distinct discipline. It is concerned with the enormous variety of substances that are synthesized and accumulated by plants and structural elucidation of these substances. The technology involving extraction, purification, and characterization of pharmaceuticals from drugs obtained obviously from natural sources, as I mentioned earlier. It's a significant contribution to the advancement of natural and physical sciences. The knowledge of chemotaxonomy, biogenetic pathways for formation of medicinally active primary and secondary metabolites, plant tissue culture, and other related fields is essential for complete understanding of pharmacognosy. The basic knowledge of biochemistry and chemical engineering is essential also for the development of collection, proper processing, and storage technology of crude drugs. It is considered as the bridge between two major subjects, pharmacology and medicinal chemistry. As a result of rapid development of phytochemistry and pharmacological testing methods in recent years, new plant drugs are finding their way into medicine as purified phytochemicals rather than in the form of traditional galenical preparations. The knowledge of pharmacology is essential for understanding action of drugs on animals and human system. Pharmacognosy is the infrastructure on which depends evolution of novel medicines, as it is seen that several crude drugs are utilized for preparations of galenicals or as sources of therapeutically significant substances that cannot be synthesized economically. Further, the crude drugs also provide essential intermediates for final synthesis of active compounds. Phytopharmaceuticals or synthetic drugs derived from phytochemicals have to be ultimately incorporated in suitable dosage form, which involves the knowledge of dispensing and preparative pharmacy, pharmaceutical technology, and drug analysis. As a whole, I can say also pharmacognosy is actively maintaining the linkage between pharmaceutical and basic sciences. It is a vital link between Ayurveda or Ayurvedic products or Ayurvedic field along with the allopathic system, which is considered as the modern system of medicines. That's why we can easily say that it indicates the relation between traditional and modern medicines. The oldest known herbal is paint saw, which consisting of 365 number of drugs, and it's it is like an asset to the field of pharmacognosy. Now I would like to discuss some important features related to the field of pharmacognosy. There is a very clear link we can observe between the field of pharmacognosy and Ayurveda, where pharmacognosy deals with the natural products of different origin. In Ayurveda, we are dealing with the same, more specifically plant products and mineral products. So if we go to the history of Ayurveda, then we can easily observe that the way they just prepared those formulations, Ayurvedic formulations, which is nowadays also having some remarkable signs in our society for the procurement of number of diseases. Besides that, we can also clearly observe the link between pharmacognosy and homeopathy system of medicines, where plant extracts are used. Plant extraction is a very common phenomena in the field of pharmacognosy as well as in case of homeopathic system of medicines. That is why people, those are doing their study or research in the field of specifically botany or any plant science related courses, or in Ayurveda or homeopathy or Unani Siddha, they must know the term pharmacognosy, because pharmacognosy is having immense contribution along with their productivity in terms of providing some incredible knowledges about drugs obtained from different natural origins. Same for Unani system of medicines, where we can observe people are using plant products which has been taken from the concept of pharmacognosy. That is why when people are going along with the concept of pharmacognosy, parallelly they must know the principles of Ayurveda, homeopathy, Unani and Siddha, because these all are concerned with the natural products, and right now we are talking about only natural products obtained from different natural origins like plant resources, animal resources, mineral resources and marine resources. The last one, there is a clear link we can observe between the field of pharmacognosy and Siddha. Siddha kind of system of medicine which has been introduced in specifically South India, where different kind of methodology is used to treat the patients, and a major portion of the methodology has been adopted from the field of pharmacognosy as well as from Ayurveda itself. But it's having its own identity too. That is why they created their own field, specifically in South India, Siddha system of medicine. If we consider the term Ayush, Ayush department is there, as you all know. It stands with A for Ayurveda, Y for Yoga, U for Unani, S for Siddha, H for Homeopathy. It means These all alternative system of medicines are come together to produce some more, so that they can serve the mankind in a better way by providing a bunch of wonderful formulations for curing diseases. Thank you so much.